2 News Oklahoma, the Western Conference Final. Coverage starts now.
And welcome into Extra Edition. TJ Eckert here live in downtown Oklahoma City, right outside the Paycom Center, with people starting to move in. The doors just open here at the Paycom. Loud City Live. They are moving in. A lot of fans actually lined up out here to come in. The line actually stretches down the street alongside the Paycom Center. See a good amount higher. Western Conference Finals. All right, I'm going to come here. We have, again, about 30 minutes to about an hour now. The door is open, about an hour now to tip. So let's go back to the studio with Caden and Dan for another breakdown of what we got coming up here in about an hour, guys.
TJ, thank you much, Dan. Every time, I compare it to going to Disney World. Everybody is as happy as they can possibly be. I know fans, obviously, we know how that can be at times during a game. But, I mean, they stay positive at all times. You'll never see a Thunder fan booing a Thunder player. Will we have another parade about a month from now? We shall see. This series tied at 1. Game 3 coming up tonight at 7:30. Thunder Spurs, two teams that no doubt in my mind are the two best in the NBA. Okay, what are you looking at with regard to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? In Game 1, far from his best, 7 of 23 shooting. But in Game 2, even though it was just 30 points, and that's a tick below his regular season average, I thought he was as good as he could possibly be considering the weaponry the Spurs have defensively.
And a part of that was what Mark Daigneault was saying after Game 1 was that if Chet's better, it's going to make it easier on SGA. It's going to make it easier on player 3. So the fact that he played better, made Chet play better, made Queso play better. It's a circle that he's the centerpiece of. He's always going to be the centerpiece of as a 2-time MVP. But you like the way he is trending in the direction. He was feeling out what the Spurs were doing after they had a long rest, having only played 8 games over the span of a month, it feels like. It feels like he's catching his groove at the right time. It's
a great point. They have been here before. Lost Game 1 to the Nuggets, went on to win that series. Did lose Game 3, by the way. Lost Game 1 to the Pacers. That's right. Game 3s have been an issue. Can they steal one tonight? Here's Shai.
On both ends of the ball, just have to continue to be aggressive, continue to get better. Like, they're a good team. They're going to challenge you, and they've challenged people all year, and that's why they're a good team. And it's no different. It's vice versa. Like, we're going to challenge them. They're going to want to win. They're going to have to get better. And that's what's going to come down to. So that's what we got to focus on. We did that tonight. We got better offensively, defensively. From Game 1 to Game 2, we got to keep doing that for Game 3.
For the first time in 33 playoff games, the Thunder is not the favorite tonight. It was 1.5 points. San Antonio for most of the day, now 2.5.
It's kind of jump into that 1.5, 2.5 range now, which we're supposed to be hearing soon about De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, and Jalen Williams. Everybody's still questionable on the 6:30 report.
Yeah. And, TJ, I don't know that you can see us, but just for your information, Dan was wearing a Spurs-colored jacket earlier.
It was gray
and he's now changed. He's wearing Thunder Blue. So we're proud of Dan.
Is that a great
Figured
polo
it out.
TJ's wearing?
Those are Spurs colors. TJ, what are you doing to us, bud?
Well, first things first, I've always known Dan to be a trader, and I've also known him to be one that falls to peer pressure. So both of those things check out. Makes a lot of sense. So
that's a shame.
But yeah, I don't really have blue. Doesn't really go with our 2 News vest, but maybe next time. Maybe I'll wear a blue shirt next time. I don't know. A lot of Thunder Blue here, though. There is a lot of Thunder Blue here. Again, the crowds have been moving in. We're now about 6 minutes since those doors open. And people are still kind of filing in. The line down the street's kind of fizzled out a little bit now, but there's multiple entrances that are open. So that tells me that there's a pretty good amount of people that are here, which is good. Again, I mentioned that for the finals last year, it was a giant crowd. Almost the entire lower bowl was full of people. And I didn't know what it would look like for the Western Conference Finals, a little bit different, but Caden and Dana have been talking about it. 2 of the most watched games in terms of Western Conference Finals or Conference Finals period. So obviously the intrigue is there. And then, of course, in OKC, that intrigue is going to be there as well. Talked to a few fans that have come from the Tulsa area, a bunch of them here from the OKC area. So really good turnout so far. Again, 6:36, so the doors just opened 6 minutes ago. Tip-off coming at 7:30 right here on 2 News Oklahoma, Game 3. There are watch parties all around the state, and then there in Green Country as well. I know we have Emma Birch at the River Spirit Casino. She is at Gridiron. Gridiron is a football term, but we're watching stuff on the hardwood tonight. Emma, are we looking a little bit better? How's the turnout coming along there? I know we're still an hour before tip, but surely more people are starting to funnel in there, right?
Yeah, TJ, more people are coming in, sitting down, eating, getting their energy up for Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, there's been softball on all day, which, as a softball fan, I will not complain about on this gigantor screen. We got 5 different, well, technically 2 of the same game, but 5 different screens going, and soon it will have SGA and the boys getting ready to take Game 3, hopefully. I've been talking to people, and obviously the nerves are a little there because we're in San Antonio. We don't have Loud City behind them, but we are prepared to scream from right here in Tulsa and right here in Oklahoma City. It's going to be a great night. I'm hoping that more people will come in, and so I can cheer along with them, because if I scream by myself, I might be asked to leave, because I can't do that apparently. So hoping more people will come out, start screaming with me. We'll cheer SG on the guys from right here in Tulsa. But for now, let's look at the weather in Tulsa with Michael Sager at your first look at weather.